She stood in court accused of killing her 11-year-old son. The public cheered, bail denied. But is the truth what they've already decided? An accused mother, a grieving nation, and questions no one seems willing to ask. May 13, 2005, Jayden-Lee is dropped off by school transport at the Swazis Place complex in Fleurhof, but he never makes it home. May 14, his body is found battered, lifeless on the stairwell outside his mother's flat. The forensics report: blunt force trauma. July, nearly 2 months later, Tiffany Meek, 31, is arrested. Murder, crime and injuria, obstruction of justice. July 29. In a courtroom packed with rage and grief, Magistrate Annaline, Africa denies her bail. The victim, Jayden-Lee Meek, a grade 6 pupil, found lifeless and bruised on a cold stairwell. The accused, Tiffany Nicole Meek, a clerical worker earning $17,000, ran a month sole provider for her family. She asked the court for about $5,000. Outside, the community had already made up its mind. They chanted, "Justice for Jayden." Some danced when her bail was denied. There were fears she could be harmed if released, and deeper fears about what justice really looks like when the crowd is already cheering. The prosecution laid out its case. Prima facie evidence, they said, links Tiffany Meek to her son's death. They alleged she staged the scene, placing Jayden's body on the stairwell to mislead investigators. One detail stood out: she returned to her flat around M, but didn't disclose it at first. Was it forgetfulness or deception? Sniffer dogs alerted to Jayden's scent on a pillow inside her flat. Blood, maybe, enough to raise alarms. With no fixed residence, intense public anger, and fears she could sway witness, a prosecutor argued bail was simply too risky. But Meek says she's being framed, and she wants to stand trial to clear her name. Her defense points out the gaps: no murder weapon, no eyewitness, just suspicion, a timeline discrepancy. Security says she left at M, but ride-hailing data says it was 5:12. Even the clothes she wore that night? Witnesses, teacher, security guard, and Meek herself each described something different. Her lawyers argued she's no flight risk. She has no passport, no means, and a family that depends on her. Law enforcement says the risk is clear: obstruction, omission, too many unanswered questions, and a public too volatile to ignore. The defense argues something else entirely. They say she's innocent, railroaded by broken process and bias. They want an independent investigation, a second look, a fair trial. Was the state acting on evidence here, reacting to outrage? Did the pressure of a grieving community push the system into premature certainty? Key safeguards were questioned: no weapon, an unsealed crime scene, evidence undisclosed until it mattered most. Can we trust Tiffany Meek's shifting account? Or do her contradictions speak to something deeper? The chaos of trauma? Or the cracks in a justice system under strain? And when bail is denied not for evidence, but to shield the accused from the public, is that justice? Or has the system already failed both mother and son? We say, innocent until proven guilty. But public rage has a way of rewriting that truth fast, loud, and without appeal. Which prison is more dangerous? The one with bars, or the one built from judgment and distrust? Tiffany Meek remains behind bars. Her trial is set for September 17, 2025. Final beat: slow, unresolved cadence. The case isn't closed. The truth is still unfolding. And sometimes the hardest thing to sit with is that there are no final answers yet.